also your Thinkific expert. I am here tonight to talk a little bit about something that needs to be talked about. All right, so I'm just making sure that everyone can hear me and see me. I am doing an impromptu live, which means that, let's see, input. I'm just making sure my audio is good, which means that no one may show up because I didn't really announce this, but I still wanted to come on and say hello. We have almost one more day left for the package Your Presence on Camera for Profit Masterclass, or To Profit Masterclass is closed, and I wanted to be sure to get online and just answer any questions that you guys may have. So if you are here, say hello, hello. Hey, Carol, say hello. I want to see you guys. I want to connect with you guys. And I also want to answer any questions that you might have as it pertains to signing up to this masterclass, right? So, hey, Tamela. It's so awesome to see that you guys are still up. I've been live on Instagram. I had an amazing time with Tico Nijan. She came on and she shared a wealth of knowledge as it pertains to really deciding to pivot your business with video content, especially during this time of COVID. What I really want to talk about is something that she brought up during our live session tonight. Hey, Tiffany. And she brought up something that was really, it made me think a bit, right? Hey, Kathy, it's so good to have you here. I don't think I've ever seen you live before. Thank you for letting us know where you're from. So if you are here, thank you, Kathy, for that. Let us know where you're from. Like, I usually say that, but I did not remember tonight. Kathy just reminded us that I like to know where you guys are tuning in from. And I genuinely didn't expect anyone to be here because it's really impromptu. But I'm so happy that you're here because I have a lot to just talk about. So Tico and I were speaking, and we were speaking about video content as it pertains to that pivot, right? Or really just packaging yourself online as a product and really getting out there and really dominating the camera. And it's so funny because on that live stream, Kathy, that means you were here before. Kathy said, I remembered. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here and to interact with you live because I love doing that. Hey, Latoya. All right. So the thing is, when we are in the process of creating an online presence, more than likely we start off with graphics, with pictures, and things like that, which is all fine. But are your people getting to know who you really are? Are your people understanding that your core values are in alignment with their core values, right? So we had so many things in that live session that made me think about content that I can talk about on camera so that you guys can get to know me even better. But I wanted to really talk about that. So Carol said, Sydney Montgomery and I were looking for resources about your equipment. Why is your video quality so damn crisp? And I'll tell you why, Carol. It's so funny because on the live tonight, something that I've been sharing with you guys over and over is that you need to package yourself in a specific way so that brands are excited and reaching out and pitching to connect with you, collaborate with you, and to work with you, right? And so I've been sharing this message about, really understanding who you are and who your core audience is, and on camera, even before you decide to perfect your presence and all of that stuff. And the craziest thing is that on the live tonight, Ecamm was on the live. So Ecamm is what I use, for in studio when I'm recording and going live and talking to you guys. And so it was so fun because I shared about confidence, which is what I coined confidence in front of the camera, having mind-blowing confidence, which is something I share, which is something that we are touching on inside of the masterclass on Sunday, right? So we are touching on confidence. We're moving through my 5 pillars, but we're going really in depth on understanding your purpose, understanding your people, understanding your plan, like what is my plan for video content, understanding your presentation, which I have at number 4, and number 5 is practicing, right? Practicing, just getting your muscle strong as it pertains to you getting on camera over and over. And Ecamm was like, Zaylee, let's do a seminar, and they put e-confidence in front of it, which I am here for, because I think that's definitely one of the things that differentiates me as a video coach. I love helping people unfold. Not everyone is confident in front of the camera, and I understand what that struggle is like. So I've developed ways to help people push through that. We all have something amazing to offer, right? And it doesn't mean that because we haven't done it yet, it doesn't mean that we will never be able to do it. So that's one thing. And this is why a lot of us are using pictures and infographics instead of showing up. We're kind of hiding behind these things, and that shows in your goals, right? It shows that you're probably not reaching as far as you can reach because you've been hiding behind these things, behind these statistics and facts and all these things that other people can share on camera. You're not sharing online. You're not differentiating yourself and your brand by really standing out when you get online, right? Cole, I am all over the internet. I am. I love what I do. I love connecting with you guys. I love talking to you guys. And so, yes, I am everywhere. So Cole was with me over on Instagram. And if you have not seen our interview, the natural Cole, LaShonda Patrick, and I had a full-on live interview on Sunday night. It was absolutely amazing. And we both left glowing. Kathy, yes, Ecamm is for Mac. And so my hack for working around Ecamm would be to use Zoom with a capture card, and you're able to get the same quality that I'm getting, right? Thank you, Sydney. Yes. So Carol, if you are a PC user, what you would do is get a capture card, and you would be able to plug your camera into your computer and record via Zoom. You can still record with that quality, right? So that is the cool thing about it. Thank you. Somebody said my background is beautiful as well. Thank you guys. I know a lot of my audience are probably in places where it's starting to get colder. So I put up a little fire for us to get us started. Right? Shay from Atlanta. Hello. It's so good to have you here. Yes. Sydney said, so I'm answering questions tonight, but I'm also going to be in and out of why, video is way more powerful than pictures. And even if you really have your on-camera persona locked down, you can even get on video and kill it, right? On camera and kill it as it pertains to pictures, because then you know what place or what space inside of yourself you're tapping into. It's really about understanding yourself, your value, who you're talking to, and the fact that you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to, including the things that you've been telling yourself you cannot do, right? Sydney said, I usually use my iPhone camera, but trying to figure out what mic to use with my phone because Blue Yeti looks like it's for computers only. That is a good observation, Sydney. If you are using your iPhone, I would suggest getting a lapel mic and plugging it directly into your phone and then pinning it. Like if you look at some of my videos, you'll see, I know my microphone is blocking me, but you'll see my lapel plugged in sometimes. So you can get a good lapel microphone. Rode has one that's really good that I can't get because it's sold out right now. But I also have others inside of my equipment guide, which you guys will be getting. Sydney, I think you're signed up for a class. Am I wrong? I'm not too sure if I'm wrong, but let me know. But yes, so I do have an equipment guide where I share things like that. So you can get a lapel mic that plugs directly into your phone, and you're able to actually start creating easily. So you would just plug it in here, depending on what kind of phone you have. iPhone camera, yes. And I'll tell you guys something else. When you're recording with your iPhone, right, you want to use your back camera instead of your front camera, because the quality here is way higher, right? It's better. Sydney said, oh, I'm signed up. I love it. When you dropped it. Yes, Sydney, I appreciate you so much for trusting me to guide you through this process. I'm so excited, right? So that's the cool thing. When you're using your iPhone, you're able to go from the back end. Hey, Sharon from DMV. It's so good to have you here. Yes. So the things that I like to recommend when you're getting on camera is to just make sure you have a tripod so that you're not holding your phone, because you don't want to depend on your hand, and your lighting. So today, I have side lighting. So if you see me swipe here, I have lights on the side of me because I'm wearing glasses today. Although we can still see the reflection from my overhead light, but I'm sure I could have done without that overhead light, so I should have taken it off. But I was on Instagram doing a live session, so I just decided to hop on and talk to you guys and answer any questions you may have. For if you feel like, because I had consultations today and everyone was like, Zaylee, I want this class that you have, I need it, but I really need to know if it's for my specific level of creation. And the crazy thing is, within this class, what I'm really teaching you is the part that I am most excited about is teaching you about your on-camera persona. Like, who is that person that you are now going to tap into as it pertains to your audiences? So today I had a really awesome consultation with a young lady named Nia. So Nia, if you're seeing this, because I know you said you tuned in, it was such a pleasure talking to you. So we went over all of her content and I gave her tips for moving forward. And she had such an amazing on-camera presentation, but she had a few things that we needed to tweak through because of who her audience is. And I was able to really advise her on that. So I am going to be going really in depth with that specifically inside of Sunday's class, because I feel like a lot of us probably aren't too sure, like, who am I really talking to? And you have to know how to appeal to those people. So inside of that consultation, we went deeper into, yes, you're looking to appeal to businesses, but who are the decision makers in those businesses, right? It's not the employees. Like, who are you really trying to target? And that has a lot to do with how you show up. So we discussed what she's going to wear for a different segment of her video content, how she's going to present herself. We dived into all of that. But I will be going really deep into that in Sunday's class, because that is so super important, especially if you're looking to create partnerships with brands in your industry, especially if you're looking to attract a specific type of audience member. The thing about it is, when we're online, we're not thinking about polarity. We're so focused on being liked by everyone that we're not thinking about the fact that we want to appeal to a specific type of person, right? So that's something that I want us to really start thinking about as it pertains to creating content. You're not for everybody, and that is completely okay. And that's something that a lot of people are nervous about. Like, how will this person see me? Like, how are people going to think about me after they ingest my content? Will they like it? Will they not like it? And these are things we spoke about on Instagram Live with Tico as well. You know, her concern of, what are these people going to think? Will they enjoy the content? Will they not enjoy the content? And this is something that I spoke about, I think it was in day 2. I can't remember who said it, but someone said, Zaylee, my fear is that when I'm speaking to the camera, it's not a real person back there, right? And then in that, we really were able to dive into the fact that you have to know who you're talking to, and then you're able to kind of create a person. Right? So when we speak about an ideal customer avatar, it's really speaking about who is your ideal client. And I discussed who my ideal client was on Tico's Live. So if you're not on Instagram, I would love to have you there as well. Sydney said, wait, Zaylee, how does one sign up for such a consultation with you? Funny, because I closed off consultations for a while, because you guys have been with me for a while. I've been doing so much that I closed off one-to-ones, but Nia emailed me over and over, and that's how she was able to get in. So I will be sharing more about one-to-one consultations soon, and if and how you're able to sign up. So Sydney, keep an eye out for that. Really, I think my passion is really helping someone come alive on camera. And so that's what my consultations are going to be based on. And even not only come alive, like how are you able to get out of your shell? How would you know how much of yourself you should share? opposed to how you want to show up. It's a good calculation. With Sydney, I'm sure you're going to be so filled with excitement of what we're covering on Sunday that it's going to cover a bit of that well. So if you have not signed up for this class, you don't want to miss out on it, right? It's going to be absolutely amazing, right? I'm working through our workbook as we speak. And I'm also putting together some awesome bonuses for you guys. You guys know that I really am passionate about giving you tools that you can use as you start going live or creating pre-recorded content. So those things are going to be in there as well. I want to give you guys tactical information. Like I said, one of our really bomb bonuses is my video scripts, whether you're a course creator, YouTuber, whether you're creating educational video content. I'm going to give you scripts that I use over and over, and even selling. A lot of people are afraid to sell on camera, and I'm giving you a play-by-play of how I specifically do that. Somebody asked, will there be another class available in the near future? I don't know what I'm doing over this class specifically. So when I look at the spectrum of my brand, I was kind of explaining that on Instagram. So this class is for people who are generally, you have something in your heart to get on camera and share, or you are sharing already, but you want to completely knock it out the park every single time you get on there, right? So we are really diving and going deep on how you can specifically do that. Now, when I get into the shoot aspect of my brand, because it's Start, Shoot, Grow, really dives into people who are really looking to create foundational video content, meaning whether you are creating a course or you are actually setting up classes to sell, or you're creating workshops. So Shoot will be based on frameworks for people monetizing in that way and growing their audience, right? And then when we get into Grow, it's really about you dominating the camera, really understanding how to create a base for your business as it pertains to video content, showing up even more, like really dominating and being able to divvy your video content out into different platforms. So I have it, carved out in specific ways. So to answer your question, I'm not too sure when I'm bringing back this specific masterclass again. I do have some others that I have in mind, but this one, I don't know when I'm doing it again as of now, right? So I hope you would sign up on Sunday and join us. We will be happy to have you. I don't know why I can't see who asked that question, but thank you for asking that. That was a really good question, because a lot of people are asking that, saying, when are you doing this again? I'm not too sure. I don't have a date in mind. But honestly, because I have the rest of the year planned out and mapped out, I don't think it will be anytime soon. So it may be around Q2 of next year. I see me, but it says Facebook user. So if me could type a name, because you guys know I love talking to you as it pertains to your names. Sidebar, I love that Carol and Sydney have been communicating. I don't know if you guys are friends, but if you've signed up for the class and you have a friend that wants to sign up as well, it would be a really good idea to do this with one of your friends. So me, I want to see your name also. Oh, Angela from Frisco, Texas. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just saw it. I think it's the same person. It's saying Facebook user. I don't know why. I have until Sunday to register. See, okay, so Facebook user, I don't know why. Sometimes it says Facebook user and I'm not seeing the exact name associated with the comment. So a few comments are coming in with Facebook user. So Angela from Frisco, Texas, welcome to the chat. Oh, Sydney said they're friends. That is so cool. So Lashea, you have until tomorrow to register. Registration closes on tomorrow, Wednesday, and it closes at 12 p.m. Eastern, right? So that is, yes, that would be the last time that you have to register. This way, I ended it on Wednesday so I can really focus and love on the people that's in there. My goal is to develop a really, really stellar class for you guys. So I want to make sure that I give you guys my all. So that's why I'm cutting off registration on Wednesday. Hey, Angela, Cole is in Dallas and I'm in Dallas too. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Yes, so that would be the last day. I just saw someone was ringing my bell, and I don't know why, because it's 9:47 here in Dallas, and nobody should be ringing my bell. That is so weird. But anyway, so all that to say, I'm so excited. Congratulations to the people who have decided to take this step into just really deciding that you want to do this. Like, you really want to next level everything that you are doing right now. That's what I'm most excited about, because I know it's possible. Like I said to you guys, I've been talking about so many aspects of how you're able to use video content, whether it's in a product or a service, whatever it is. And it's so funny, I was saying that an eCam was on that live. So brands are looking at you. When you get on camera, you're able to really, really work in a different way. Hey, Trletha, I hope I said that right. Arlington, Texas. Wow, we have some Texas people in the building. I have been thinking about doing Dallas meetup. I've been thinking about it for a while. So I've been looking to do, first of all, Start, Shoot, Grow Live, which I'm really excited about. So in doing Start, Shoot, Grow Live, the first place that I'd obviously start is where I am, which is in Texas. So if you guys are interested in that experience, I feel like that would be awesome. When I do it for the first time, I think I want to do it as a live 2-day event. So yeah, I was planning that last year, and then 2020 happened. So that was supposed to actually really come to life in March of 2020. But hey, girl, right? They say that God laughs at your plans because only he knows, right? Okay, so let me see if you guys have any other questions. I would love to answer them. If not, I will hop off and leave the replay of this up. And if you guys have any questions, you can leave it down in the replay, because you guys know I love my replay people. Girl, Carol, what happened? Like, what happened to 2020? Somebody said, yes, I would love to join. Yeah, I'm really thinking about doing Start, Shoot, Grow Live in 2021 now, because that's what we have. That's all we've been given, so we got to work with it, right? Cole said, I'm ready for the class. Now that my audience is different, yes, I need to make sure I'm showing up for the right people that I want to attract. Cole, I can just see your whole new vision laid out. Like, I'm really excited about you really launching this in the right way, and I know that it's going to be absolutely epic, especially where your mind is right now and your goals are right now. I can really see you doing some amazing things. I love that you know exactly who you're talking to, and I love that you've been in the shoes of that person and you've been able to step outside of that and into what you're doing. Now, Tiffany said, what are some good suggestions of inexpensive background setups? Tiffany, honestly, my background setup is not expensive at all. I have a monitor back there and a desk. Like, if you guys look at, if you're inside of the Facebook group, and if you're not inside of the Facebook group, you need to get in. But if you're inside of the Facebook group, I have authentic pictures where you can kind of see like what's in front of me. And I actually just have 3 lights in front of me. And so in using that, it's not really an expensive setup. I will tell you, when I first started, I would still bring the fire with a yellow backdrop, and that was it. So I had a yellow backdrop and it was pinned to my wall. I'll see if I could post that picture inside of the Facebook group. I really started with nothing, guys. So that's why I don't want you to overthink things. It might be a setting for you for the live stream. I've had to do it. Yes, no, that's what it is. So that's why I'm seeing Facebook user, because some of you guys have not let Ecamm or Restream see your name, which is totally fine. And it's so funny because I had spoken to the owners of Ecamm about that, and they said it's really a privacy setting from Facebook. So it's nothing dangerous or anything, but Facebook requires that. Yes, so Tiffany, I like telling people, pick a color in your brand. If you don't have like an expensive setup, that's totally fine. You can either use a white wall, So just a plain white wall in your space, right? And guys, I used to have this beautiful office, like, you know, on a crazy floor in a corporate building, and I used to use natural light to film. COVID happened, and I decided to just bring my office back in home. So now I have an in-home studio. That was one of the reasons why I did it. I stopped going into my office, and the next reason is that my audience really wants to know how to light an in-home space. So it's like, you know what? I need to really show you guys that it's not that complicated, right? DFW ladies, yes, let's connect. Let me see. I saw someone else ask a question. So Tiffany, yes, that's what it is. Like, you don't have to go too crazy when you're first starting, but as you go, you can develop things. Like, mine is not anything complicated. It looks that way on camera, but it's really not. The most complicated thing that I have is I have a little light back there. I can't point to it. It's right here. And it's a little hashtag from Target. Like, you can really create an affordable set, right? So it doesn't have to be crazy. Girl, there ain't no fireplace, Carol. You got caught. That's my monitor. Like, if you look at it, you'll see it's a monitor, but I'm in front of it. So you know how many people got caught on IG thinking it was a fireplace? Girl, ain't no fireplace. I'm in Dallas. We don't. Kathy said, where do we find your equipment list? If you head on to, okay, it was on my website, but I removed it. I will share it inside of the Facebook group tonight. So Kathy, if you're in the Facebook group, you can get access to it. I removed it because I wanted to market my masterclass, which is happening on Sunday. And when my masterclass is over, I'll put back the equipment list. But yes, that's the best way to find it. If you're in the Facebook group, and if you're not, I can drop a link. I don't know where you're tuning in from Facebook. So yes, I can drop that. Girl, I mean, I'm just saying, like, ain't no fireplace. Taisha said, LOL, well, I have a fireplace for sure then. So there are these cool, listen, I'm from New York. My audience, a lot of them a lot of you are probably not in warmer places. The name of the Facebook group is, you cannot actually find it because I have it on private. So, okay, Kathy is in there. The name of the Facebook group is Start, Shoot, Grow with Video. You might be able to find it if you type it in. However, if you are on Instagram, the link is in my Instagram bio, and I can drop it inside of the description here as well, because the Facebook group really gets extra private and personal interaction with me. So if you're not in the Facebook group, I would love to see you there. Hold on, I think I have a bit.ly for the Facebook group that I can give you as well. More than likely I do, because I always tell you guys you should have bit.lys for everything. Right? Exactly. So the Facebook group, if you want to join, that link is bit.ly/SSG Start Group. So bit.ly /SSG Start Group, right? And you'll be able to enter your name and email, and then it will lead you directly into the Facebook group. So if you're not there, yes, come learn how to make a fake fireplace for your videos. But I'll tell you what it is. So it's actually a YouTube video that I have running, and usually what it has is Christmas music playing in the background, but I muted it so you can't hear the Christmas music. So it just has the, you know, that warm feeling. Guys, I'm a mess. Let me see. One more question I saw from someone else. Love Khadidra, right? Khadidra said, I'm a service provider, yet created a persona around my work. Who would I show up as in video? This is a really good question, and it's a conversation I had with Nia. So this is the thing, and that's so funny because we all have different personas that we can pull out. So, what I would recommend is that you think about who your ideal customer or consumer is. And really, your on camera persona is a balance or mix of who you are with your friends. Because I like to think about you guys, like, you'll hear me slip in and out. When I start really getting down and talking with you guys, I'm myself. But I also, when I think about like who I want to attract, I'm also looking to work with brands as well. So I'm not going to be on camera or creating video content or specific video content, just all out there, right? All willy nilly. So that's the thing. It's about meshing those two sides, but you have to think about what your goal for video is first. When you have that goal and you understand who you want to attract, you know how you need to show up, right? So yes. Hey, Brittany, welcome. I'm about to get off, guys. I am so hungry. I've been live for the past 3 hours, basically. So I need to eat and go to sleep because we have a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be going live twice. I'll be going live probably around 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. Central, right? Just to answer any more questions that you guys have about Sunday's class. Yes, Khadija, I hope that was helpful. And I am going to be going live again tomorrow night, right before we close, just to see if anyone has any other questions and to share some goodness with you guys as usual. You guys know I'm always thinking about ways in which I can help you and serve you as it pertains to video content. And yeah. All right. If you're watching the replay, you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. If you are here and you know that you need to shift, you need to change your mindset and you need to create some real foundation for your business as it pertains to using video content, you know that you have to sign up, right? You know that you don't want to miss this, and you know that I don't know when I'm going to be offering it again. Let me just reiterate, we will be covering your video setup. I'm taking you guys on an in-depth tour of my back end and what's included, what I use to create, and everything like that. So you guys who have signed up are going to be getting a different version of the equipment guide. Obviously, we are going to cover things that pertain as it pertains to understanding your purpose, understanding your people, like who are you really getting on camera for, understanding your plan for video content, and understanding your video presentation, and really creating time to practice, because that's what it's really about. So we'll be going through all of those things. We'll be covering your on-camera persona, which is why I said, guys, we may go over the 2-hour time frame, but we are going to rock out. There is going to be a replay. So if you aren't able to sign up, if you aren't able to view the live class, you can definitely have that. It's going to be mapped out beautifully, so you don't have to fuss and fight to find things. You're going to be able to locate all that you need to locate. And the last thing that we will be covering in there is video scripting. So my goal is to get you guys really prepared to dominate on camera and really craft out an experience for your viewer. I want you to come alive when you're on camera, and it is something that you can do, whether it is for use of building out a product or a service, whether it's for consultations, whether you're thinking about building out a new funnel or an online course, whether you're thinking about marketing. This is really, really important that you have a baseline of consistency in who you are and how you show up when it comes to serving your people, so that you're able to increase your opportunities and in turn your income. Guys, I never used to be this confident. I never used to be confident about being on camera. Oh my gosh, when I think about when I first started going live, I used to be petrified. But now I know all of these things. I know who I'm talking to. I know what they're struggling with. I know how I want to show up. I know exactly what I want to say when I get on camera. I know how I'm serving. I know all of those things, and I want to give that gift to you. Like I said, the main price for this class is $249. But if you get into this class, you can have it for a discounted price. So I will put that link down below. I'm seeing Kathy said I cut off. I hope I didn't cut off, guys. But if you have not decided to take control and get in there and sign up now, I would love to see you on the inside. Hopefully this all recorded and you guys are able to catch it. I hope I didn't cut off. However, that might be a sign that I need to get off the internet and go to bed. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.